Here we go. Happy New Year, Big E.
Happy New Year, Dan. How are you?
It's a little slow on the uptake because you can see, the studio is being renovated right now, and we have to do this. You're off. There we go. Maybe some light will help me out too. Do I look good now? You can't see a thing, can you?
I am aware that we are being renovated. It's been an interesting time.
It's the new year. You all recovered from your New Year's
What are you insinuating?
Insinuating.
No, you are insinuating, but I was asleep. Slept through that New Year.
Yeah, so was I. It's 2024. Can you believe it, buddy?
I'm ready for 25.
All right, you ready to get this thing edited and make me sound good? Can you do that from afar? You think you can handle that?
You don't need editing to look good. Come on, you're the talent, man. You look good no matter what.
All right, man. 79. Here we go.
Welcome to the Where's the Focus podcast. WTF is an entertaining yet educational ride with top guests from every industry. Knowing where your focus goes, your energy flows. Hosted by top-selling author, sought-after speaker, leading coach, and high-level executive in the financial industry, Daniel Manginelli. So, WTF?
Woo, woo, woo! WTF, that's me. Welcome back, my WTFers, to a new year of the WTF. Where's the Focus podcast? Well, Happy New Year to you too. Thank you all for your support over this last year and going into 2024. Hey, now, why not help someone out that you like, or even someone that you don't like, by telling them about the WTF and get them some weekly message, a jolt of goodness, I like to call it. All you have to do is hit the share button, hit the copy button, and text that pal or someone who needs just that little extra something in their life. What do you think there?
Come on now, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Listen, it's that time of year where most of the podcasts that you listen to and the coaches that are out there are talking about your New Year's resolutions and the goals for your new year. You know, the new year, and it's the new you. Wow, thanks, E. Wow. Let's get it started. I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction today. I read my goals from 2023 in the past weeks and my weekly consistence that I wanted to stay in touch with, that I wanted to accomplish all in 2023. And I found out I started with all this dedication and desire, like most of us all do. And by the end of the year, but 2023 was a bit different for me. Why, you ask? Well, by March, I felt like I got kicked down. And by May, a center punch to the nose. By July, I reached down hard for hope, and I went backwards rather than moving forward. August came, and I found blame. Oh, that was an easy one, because saying it's not my fault helped things out quite a bit, right? October, I pulled together some faith and some courage, and by December, I was telling myself, well, it's 2024 is going to be my year. Well, that's what we can hope. Any of this in any way possible sound familiar?
Uh-huh.
The little girl thinks so. Uh-huh. It does sound familiar, because that's how we feel. And year after year, we just put a new date, a new year up top of the goals that we wrote for the year before. And we forget all those things that happen. So I sat and I examined my thoughts. And it took me over a week to write my goals. And for the first time that I can remember, I was putting down the words, but my mind was giving me things that made me fearful of the unknown. I realized that fear of the unknown, because of my past, it gets into your subconscious and it derails some commitment. So I'm going to tell you today, as well as me, don't let the past rob you of experiences of great things to come. When you allow that, you tend to think of, let me just play it safe. Not writing great goals, just writing small things so you can't be let down. When you play it safe, you miss it. Sometimes when you're in the struggle and you're afraid of the future, you just want to run. I believe you and I were made for more. God wants us to step outside our comfort zone and take chances, lean into the fear rather than trying to run, because everything that has happened and is happening right now, it's all preparing us. You just have to want to see it. Now, I also know this. Fear is a natural part of human experiences. Fear is a primal emotion ingrained in us for survival. It's a mechanism designed to protect us from potential threats. However, in the modern world, our fear just manifests in ways that hinder rather than help. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These are the silent sabotagers of our ambitions. Fear distracts our perception. It magnifies potential obstacles and maximizes our capabilities. We start to focus more on what could go wrong rather than what can go right. It distorts thinking. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Our actions align with our negative expectations. So think about that. It's okay to be afraid, even some anxiety, but what you do with it is the telltale sign if you can overcome it. You can become paralyzed and find blame because that's easy, and most of it's somewhat true. Or you can know that life's just not easy, and success doesn't just find you unless you're searching for it. And while you're searching, we're all going to get kicked, punched, and knocked down. But that's all part of the story, your story of success. God wants to use us in amazing ways, but you have to see it, and you have to get up each time. One of my favorite quotes by Vince Lombardi, and you've heard me say it time and time and time again, probably on this podcast a bunch. It's this: it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Now, my 2023, I'm going to be honest, kind of sucked. It was a tough year. Lots of letdowns and adversities. That's not going to stop me from overcoming the fear of the unknown to make 2024 better. It has to be. As you're finishing up your 2024 goals, or just adding to them to get started because you're hearing me today saying, I haven't wrote my goals yet, I better get to it. You should have some fear in that goal. The voice in your head saying, can you do that? You sure you can do that? Look, no, that's human nature. You were made and put on this earth to step outside your comfort zone and be an inspiration to others. So commit to it. Know you're better than the past, and the best is yet to come. Hey, look, I would love your feedback on this week. Even write me what you're going to overcome this year to get you where you want to be. I know life's not easy. It's not always rainbows and unicorns that I've been accused of believing for a lot of years. But I know I don't want the other option, doubt and destruction. I'm going to choose to be happy every single time. So, good to be with you this week, guys. Go be who you're meant to be, my WTFers, and make a difference. Make this week count. And until next week, have fun and make dreams come true.